So what's it like filming with an 87-year-old Sicilian fisherman? So this all started about maybe 6 weeks ago when I'd asked my friend Anis, hey, is your nonno still fishing? I know he might be old from what I hear, but is he still fishing? He said, yes, he is. I said, I'd love to put him in my movie. Would you be up for me meeting him and talking about it? He said, yeah, sure. And so it took a few weeks to get that together, and then I went over to his house and I pitched the idea of the film to him. It was an amazing experience. I got to interview him a little bit and ask him some questions about experiences at sea, what his routine was, but we locked it in. If the weather stayed, if the weather was good, then we would do it. I was waiting at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning thinking, oh my God, are we going to do this? I really want to do that this week. Please God, let there be good weather. And just so happens there was good weather that morning. We got the thumbs up text and we went and we filmed. And immediately I realized I have absolutely no idea what this guy is saying.
Quando io ti do sto minchia di coso.
Non so fare niente.
Bravo,
Che stai insegnando?
Sì, ma la dire quando...
Thankfully, we had Anis there on the boat. And I basically said to Anis, hey man, you know what I want to get? We had a plan. I'm just going to capture it. You're going to have to tell your grandfather what to do and say based on our plan. So that's what we did. We got loads and loads of footage for that, lots of coverage. What was amazing is that we were able to organize a second boat. And not only was the nonno of Anis called Orazio, but the guy who had the other boat, who was helping us, who was also an 80-plus-year-old fisherman, was also called, you guessed it, Orazio. So we had two Orazios on two boats. Now, this other Orazio was just so wonderful. And he later told Anis and Nino that he had just been told by the first Orazio that they only needed 10 minutes of his time and just to take a few pictures because his wife needed him to go grocery shopping. So we got very, very lucky there that Orazio's wife didn't catch him on the boat and we were able to spend as long as we did on the boat. And he was just so wonderful. It's the best example of how wonderful and generous Sicilians are. And then other than that, of course, being just a soft London boy, I'd never really been on a fishing boat before. So after I stopped concentrating on the camera and started concentrating on the waves, I started getting really sick. And I was like, oh God. And it didn't really set in until I got home and I was sat on the sofa and I was like, oh my God, I still feel like I'm on the boat. And it took me about 4 or 5 days before I could really look at the footage without feeling sick. But yeah. That's what it's like filming with an 87-year-old fisherman in Sicily.